Welcome to the second play along. This time we're going to be developing what we did in the first play along, but with a slightly different theme. So if you didn't see the first play along, do pop back over to that video and check out, because I talk about the rhythm and how different themes get sewn into the phraseology of the groove and the rhythm, and then concludes with a thrice ending. So the rhythm is pretty much the same as we did last time, but we're going to play it in a more idiomatic way. Now, last time we did continuous quarter notes. Da dim dim na, da da dim dim na, da da dim dim na, da dim dim na, da dim. So this time we're going to be leaving out one of those quarter notes in the rhythm, and this is much more the way that it would be played traditionally. Da dim na, da da dim na, da da dim na, da da dum dum, da da dim na, da da dim na, da da dim na, dim dim na, da dim na, da da dim na, da da dim na, dim dim da da dum da dim na, da da dim na, da da dim na, dim dim na da. So this is the real basic groove that you would always hear a Mridangam player or soloist, percussion soloist, start out their South Indian solo with. So the phrase that we're going to have today is slightly different than last time, but the actual time that it takes up is the same. So last time we had ta ta dum dum ta ta din na dum, which was recited ta ta dum dum ta dum dum ta dum. So this time the phrase is going to be slightly different, and it's going to be dum kita taka dum ta dum. So that's the phrase. 1 1 3 1 3 1 1 3 1 3 1 3 1. Dum kita taka dum ta dum. Dum kita taka dum ta dum, which is basically 3 3 2. Dum kita taka 3, dum kita taka 3, dum ta 2. So the fingering again, 1 1 3 1 3. It's very what we did in all the previous lessons, and if you haven't been to the seen the previous lessons, it's very important that you check those through before you move along to these play-alongs, because there's a lot of talk about the technique, holding the drum, striking the drum, how the tones are sounded, and all of that material is all in those previous lessons. So go back and check those out. They're all in the same playlist, so they're fairly easy to find. So let's integrate that now into our phrase, into our groove. Da dim na, da da dim na, kita taka dim na, dum kita taka dum da da dim na, da da dim na, kita taka dim na, dum kita taka dum da da. And then we have the korepu, which is the reduction. So basically the phrase comes in half the distance from where it was before. So if we were in the fourth quarter in the first rendition and the second rendition, then now it's going to be in the second and fourth quarter. Ta dim na dum kita taka dum ta ta dim na dum kita taka dum ta. So then finally we've got the ending. Now you could play this ending two different ways. So the first is a simple T-high structure. Dum kita taka dum ta dum. Dum kita taka dum ta dum. Dum kita taka dum ta dum. So that's taking 8 beats, and the clapping cycle. 1, then the first finger, then the second finger, then the third finger, clap, wave, clap, wave. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Dum kita taka dum ta dum, gap. Dum kita taka dum ta dum, gap. Dum, kita taka dum, kita taka dum, ta, dum. So that's the simplest way to play it. You play the same phrase 3 times. Dum, kita taka dum, kita taka dum, ta, dum. Dum, kita taka dum, kita taka dum, ta, dum. Dum, kita taka dum, kita taka dum, ta, dum. Now the alternative way, and the way that I've written in the notation here, is that you make a kind of like a micro T-high out of the last part of the overall T-high, and it will sound like this: dum kita taka dum ta dum, gap. Dum kita taka dum ta dum, kita taka dum ta dum, kita taka dum ta dum. So it's just a slight alteration that makes the arudi or the T-high or the conclusion that little bit more interesting. Dum kita taka dum ta dum. Dum kita taka dum ta dum. Kita taka dum ta dum. Kita taka dum ta dum. And again, the fingering is the same as the basic phrase. Or the amended one. So this, realignment and shifting and changing and rearrangement of different rhythmic components is very common as we go into the, more into some of these play-alongs. There's a lot of that is going to become evident to see how you can shift things around. Bear in mind, it's very much a living rhythmic culture. So, people that come along, they're kind of adding and changing and amending, and not in a radical way. They very much believe in the lineage of their ancestors and the elders, and then within those boundaries they kind of make some changes and add their own personal voices to a lot of these compositions. So let's go on to the play along. We're going to have, as in the last one, we're going to have one run through with me playing the Kanjira. And then we're going to have another run through with just the voice and the talam played on a shaker. So it's kind of a good way to to do both, and you can hear what I'm playing, and then work your technique towards that. So I hope you enjoy this play along. Do like and subscribe, because not everyone does. Something like 30% of people that look at the videos aren't subscribed. So it does make a huge difference, if for nothing else, for people to get the alerts when new videos come out. And there will be more if enough people get on board and support the channel. So here's the play along. 3, 4, and ta dim na ta dim na dim. Three, 4, and ta dim na ta dim na kita taka dim na tum kita taka dum ta dim na ta dim na kita taka dim na tum kita taka dum ta dim na tum kita taka dum ta dim na tum kita taka dum ta kita taka dum ta dum. Dum kita taka dum ta dum kita taka dum ta dum kita taka dum ta dum.